the daddy on Color Purple say? The dead has arisen. Maybe they'll let you sweep out the caboose. Good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias, Valdez. Good morning, Hines. Good morning, KC. And everybody else tapping in. Good morning to everybody that's tapped in on the Discordia. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Good morning here to learn and share. I was sitting back here and to be totally honest, the reason why I had the idea of recording this video, I initially was just going to record it, but then I said, you know what? I don't feel like recording and then editing and then posting. So I'm just going to do a live stream and record it. And whoever can't pull up to the live stream can just look at it later if they get the notifications. Hey, win-win for everybody. But the reason why I'm doing this live stream today, let me pull up my picture. Right. The reason I'm doing a live stream today is I just made this name up while I was getting ready to do it. Sticking to your plan when price acting funny. What's up, Deborah? How you doing? I'm feeling I feel better. I just sound hoarse. I got a small cough, but I feel a whole lot better. But I have been sick several times over the last few weeks. So we're trying to figure that out. Took a home COVID test that was negative. I said if I was still feeling bad today, I was gonna go in to like either my doctor or urgent care and get some kind of test for like flu, COVID, strap, anything. I don't know. I'm just gonna go tell them to just run tests, but I'm feeling a lot better. I just got that pesky cough that pops his head up like, and it really pops up like when I'm doing stuff like this, when I'm talking a lot. That's why I'm trying to talk low, because the more I like if I try to talk loud, it kind of makes me go into that whole laryngitis type thing, right? But that ain't why y'all tuned in. I just happened to see that. You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Rhonda says she can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Yes. Okay. Rhonda, can you still not hear me? Can you hear me in the Discord? Check. Is it the Discord or the YouTube you can't hear me, Rhonda? Okay. Yeah. This is what I talk about. Stick to the plan. Stick to your plan when price acting funny. What Tim? What do you mean by that? I mean, don't deviate. Don't get FOMO. Don't chase. Price will always give another opportunity. Will always give another opportunity. Ginger tea. Calandra got a million teas in there. I'm pretty sure some ginger tea in there. She take ginger shots and all kind of stuff. So pretty sure some ginger tea in there. Apple cider vinegar and water. Okay. I appreciate that, Karen. Appreciate that. Guess that means I should go back to work. Yeah. So I want to talk about this because I share some stuff in the Discordia, right? And if you go back through the Discordia, ignore that. If you go back through the Discordia, um, the other day I was actually in Birmingham when I sent this screenshot from my phone, feeling fit as a fiddle, and you see it's at 9:12, right? 9:12. That was 2 days ago on Tuesday. Feeling fit as a fiddle. I was in Birmingham, Alabama. Had to take some family, you know, not real family, but I had to take some family up there, and I did my analysis. Oh, y'all can't see my screen. There you go. Okay. The Discord probably could see my screen, but YouTube, y'all couldn't see my screen. I'm sorry. Right. So if you look here, this on 9/12 at 2:32 p.m. It was like 1:32 in Birmingham. I sent this screenshot right here. Right. I sent this screenshot right here. And so basically what happened that morning, I got up, I did my analysis because I knew I was going to be gone for the day. And I said that based off my analysis, I wanted to get short in the premium. Right. I wanted to get short in the premium up here. Right. At this point there at 45.35. Right. My stop loss was going to be at 45.39.75. Right. Roughly 5 points away. All right. And then my first take profit was going to be at 45.24.25. Right. Roughly 10 points away. Right. And the way I got my ATM set up is once it gets to is 40 10 3/4 points away, right? It takes off contracts, and then it moves the stop to exactly 10 points. Right. So that if price comes back and stops me out, right, I at least got all of the contracts at 10 points, whatever I got on. If it's 2 contracts, 3 contracts, 1 contract, whatever. If it's 1 contract, it's just getting out at the 10 3/4. If it's multiple contracts, it's getting out, and then the stop is moving to 10. And then if it go back up 3 ticks, everything's getting out at 10. That's how I got it set, right? The target was like I think 20 points away. I think it was like 20 points for the target because I didn't really have a load that I, was like shooting for based off my analysis. I was just doing, what I'm saying, like a set profit target. And so while we were going up there, right, I since I wasn't going to be home, I set a limit order right here, and I set alerts. So I set a limit order and alert. So once it got in, it'll send me alert. Right. I set an alert here. And as you see on the screen, you can still see the triangle from where the alert was. The alert was still there at this time when I took the screenshot. Right. And I had an alert set down here. Right. So I said all that to say is, right, this was my plan for this day. Since I was not going to be here, I just set my limit order and I just trusted the process. This happened to play out for me, right? Now notice when it played out, right? It played out here. Let's go to the actual charts and see when it played out. Let's go back to the 12th. Right here, the 12th. Right there. Sorry, Discordia. The 12th, was that 45.35? 45.35. That's what I'm looking for. So on the 12th, get me a line. I'm gonna put it at 45.35. I'm gonna get to the point in a minute. Okay. Here we go. On the 12th. Okay, so here we go. On the 12th. 12 a.m. right here. So boom. So here we go. This line right here. I'm hide all this other stuff. Okay. So that line right there was what I wanted. That was where I wanted to go short at. All right. Why did I want to go short right there? I already explained it, but it was up in the premium. It was up here. We had an imbalance there, and this was like I want to say it was an imbalance like on a 1 minute chart, I think. Over here, something over here was right around something. Something over there. It was, but that was my entry over there, right? That was my entry over there. Something over there. I know it was a 5-minute imbalance, and then it was something else that I was looking at. Yeah. Right, so it was this 5-minute imbalance, and then it was something else on another time frame. The reason why I picked that 45.35 even right there, right? And then it was 5 points up there, 75 right there, right? Because I remember it fell above that high right there. Okay, so now let's look at when it can. Now I typically trade the New York morning session, right? I typically trade the New York morning session. So let's go here to 9:30, right? That line there. All right, 9:30. Typically stop trading around 11:30. All right. So let's just go to 11:30 to stretch it all the way out. All right. Now, mind you, I want to go short from this line right here. Right there. It's when I want to go short. Right. The time that I trade is in this window right here. Right. This was a successful trade for me. Right. It was a successful trade for me. Right. But if I had been at home this day, I would not have gotten this trade. I would not have gotten this trade. Why? Because this is where I want to go short from. And the window in which I trade is right here. All right. Did price give me what I wanted in the time frame when I trade? No, it did not. The only reason why I got this trade and it was a successful trade was because I set a limit order and I just trust the process that this is what I want to short from. And if it hit that price, it was going to give me what I wanted. And if it hit that price and went against me, I was okay with this amount of and it was, everything was strategic. Why I got in, it was a what's the name there, the it was an imbalance here that was coming back into the price at which I said, okay, I'm good with this price. It put my stop, I had a 4 3/4 stop, and it put it up here above this candle's high right over here. So it was above all of these relative equal highs, and it went all the way up above the last swing, well, the highest swing high, right? But after this drop, right after this drop right here, there's a little swing high right there, and it's above all of that. So it was very strategic on where, hey, if it went all the way up there, I know it's going against me, I know I'm wrong, and that's how much I'm willing to, lose if it goes against me, right? So, but I said all that to say is, look what time it came back and got me into this trade at 1:20 p.m. on the 120 candle. On the 125-minute candle, it got me into the trade. I got the alert at let me look at the exact time. Crossing. So I got it at 12:23 Alabama time. It says right here that I got the trigger at 1:23, right? 1:23. So I was sitting in Birmingham at 12:23. Boop. It went off. I said, oh, I'm in that trade, right? And then I looked at it, because as soon as I looked at it, it was running up. And I was like, what? If it go again, and it was taking off. Price was taking off right here. Taking off. I said, well, if it go against me, it go against me. I'm going to trust the process, right? Closed my phone out, went back to playing. Closed out my trading view, went back playing Sudoku, right? And mind you now, this is not a time when I would be trading. If I hadn't put in that limit order and left it, I wouldn't be in this trade now, right? So I got another alert, right? I got another alert once it came down and hit my target. I said, okay, I know I'm out to trade now, because I know how my what's the name works. Once it came down 10 3/4 points and moved back up more than 3 ticks, I already knew, boom, I'm out of the trade, right? I already knew I'm out of the trade, right? If he around about 150 on this candle right here, probably right around this time right here, I knew I was out of trade, because it then came more than 10 3/4 points and it backed up more than 3 ticks. So I was like, oh, I'm out the trade. Right now, saying all of that to say, I shared something else in the Discordia, right? That was that, right? Remember what we're talking about. Sticking to your plan when price acting funny, right? How is price acting funny, Tim? Right? That's CPI. Right here. Hope all is well with everyone. This morning, price didn't give me an entry, but the afternoon price action hit my 45.30 short idea beautifully. Too bad I was feeling horrible and was trying to sleep the yuck away. Moral of the story, live to trade another day. I never want to make you feel I always hit bangers. I missed too, right? And then I had to come in here to the phone, to the computer, because the phone wasn't, it couldn't get all of the information on the phone. The screen was too little, right? And here you go right here. I wanted to short from here, right? Why did I want to short from there? This was the only premium imbalance after this displacement right here, right? Once we got this displacement right here, this was the only premium imbalance right there. So I wanted price to come back. When price got here, I want to short again during my time window. I didn't get that, right? Close that out. Let's go back to the real chart. Chart. Come over here. All right. So let's get to 9:30. Oh, come on. Move this over here. All right. So during my time window, right? During my time window, price didn't give me what I wanted. Right? I wanted to get short up here. Now, I know you're saying, Tim, it came down here and did this right here. But when it came down here and did this right here, this is the only area where it gave an opportunity for the way I trade to take an entry to the long side. But why didn't I take that? Right? When we run the Fibonacci, where is that at? That's way up in the premium. I would need to come all the way back down to here for the way that I trade to take a long. I only buy in a discount, only sell in the premium, right? It didn't give me a long opportunity. I wanted to short from this black line up here, right? Price ran away. I said, I want price to come here. I can take a long up to that to short, but price never gave it to me. It gave me an opportunity on a pullback right here. But like I say, it's in the premium. I needed to come at least down to here. All right. Now, in my price window, it didn't do it. When did price come back to that price point? On the 145 candle. If I am looking at the afternoon market, I just noticed that this is at 145. If I'm looking at the afternoon market, it's typically around 2 o'clock or so. Every now and then I'll come in at like 115, 130, but most time it's going to be more so a little after 2. But when the price come here on the 140, on the 145 candle, right? Again, a time when I don't trade, right? On time when I don't, what are we talking about? Sticking to the plan when price acting funny. So that's 2 days, right? That's 2 days, Wednesday and Tuesday and Wednesday, when price went exactly where I wanted it to go, but it did it at a time when I don't trade. Yes, on Tuesday, I was able to profit off of it because I had set a limit order and I wasn't home. I didn't set a limit order on this day because I'm here and I don't want price. If price, how price came down here and started running back up, right? If I'm sitting here, right, and I'm watching price and it started giving me the indication that this rundown was all it wanted to do and now it's going to go up. Now I can manage and say, hey, I'm not just going to take this full loss. I'm going to just take what I can out of the trade and be profitable and go. So I'm not going to set a limit order and just leave and forget it while I'm sitting here, right? But price came back at 140 something at a time when I don't trade, right? Which brings us to today. So yesterday, right, I shared this, right? Say, hey, I can't share it to the YouTube member section from my phone, so I'm posting this here. Right now, I'm liking the 15-minute premium bearish fair value gap for a short to the New York PM low. Let's see if London or New York agrees, meaning the London session for last night, earlier this morning, and today, what we're in right now. For those that are new or don't know, I supposed to be don't know. I pick a target and wait till the kill zone to seek an entry. Right. This is what I want. I was looking at getting short from there. Why was I looking at getting short from there as an opportunity? Because we had displacement here. We came up above these highs, consolidated there, poked above the high one last time, then displaced heavily to the bottom. Didn't take out any took out sell side here, but any like meaningful sell side down there. So I was looking at this as a possible opportunity to get short right there. All right. Then I came back a little later, post this. Hey everyone, price said, forget you, punk. I'm going for that buy side. Right. I shared this right here. Price just pushed right on through. Right. Say, hey, I'm going for that buy side. Right. Then coming into today, that was my plan for last night. That was my plan. That's what I wanted to do for last night. Right. Price didn't give me what I wanted. Right. So coming into today. All right. Looking at today. Came in. Price. Let me get my lines. Move my lines over. Now, moving into today. Now, coming into today, right? I said, where is it? Where is it? Thanks for the update. Okay, thanks. I woke up too late to catch the move, right? Because it was something I was talking about in the video during the London time. But price, I left one freaking tick up there at 44.35.50. Why did it leave that tick? Now I wanted to displace below 45.24.50 to want a short, or displace above 44.35, 45.34.25 to want a long, right? That was what I posted today at 4:11 a.m., right? So now let's go to price. Let's go to price. So said I needed it to displace below 44.24.50 to want a short, right? We came down see what's 44. Let me take all this junk off the screen. Leave midnight on now. I said 44.24.50. All right. There we go. So this was at what? 4:11. I posted this right here. So this is where we were right here. Right. When I posted this, price was right here in this candle right here. Because that's the 410 5-minute candle. So price was right around this area right here when I posted that, right? And I said I needed to displace below this to want a short, or I needed to displace. I'll make this right here red. I'll make this right here green. I said 45.34. Right. So I needed to displace below here to want a short. I needed to displace above here to want it long. All right. Why was I saying that? The reason why I was saying that was because this 44.35, that was when price went up to that high, and I said it left one freaking tick up there. The one tick I was talking about was inside this Sibby. This Sibby right here. We had went up and left one tick in this Sibby right here. When I was like, why did it leave that tick? Right. So I needed displacement below this low right here, heavy displacement below that low, or displacement above this high. Right. So we came down shortly after I sent this, and we went below the low and we rejected. Right. So didn't get displacement below the low. Right. Then we came over here. We got displacement above the high. Right. This is the high. We get displacement here. Right. Because we come up, reject off of it. Then once we reject off, we come back down below midnight. Right. We go above it, reject off of it, go below midnight, and displace up. Boom. That was an opportunity to get long below midnight there. Displaced above it. Right. During the time when I don't trade, the displacement came in and retraced back into it right here in this area here. That's during the time when I don't trade. Price did exactly what I wanted it to do, but during the time when I don't trade. Right. So again, it came back down right below midnight again. Right. Came down and took out this sell side, took out this short-term sell side right there. Right. And displaced up again. Went and took out the buy side. This is another buy side that I had spoke about earlier in the video when it was like a nice video, whatever. Right. Right. Again, during a time when I don't trade, giving me exactly what I wanted. The displacement above the 44, 30, 45, 34, 25, pulling back in, not giving me what I wanted when I trade. Right. We come into my trading window right here. Right. This is my trading window. This is my time frame when I trade. Right. So now, let me pop my TDA on. Not my TDA. This right here. There you go. Okay. Right. So now let's go down to the minute. Inside this area here. Now, during that time when I trade, right? We came down, right? During the time inside my time window, right? Remember, we already had our displacement up. We came back down over here during time when I don't trade, took out this sell side there, right? So then during the time I trade, we coming down, right? And we push down, right? We coming down, popped up, came down, short-term sell side again, right? Failed to get lower than this. This is when we took out the sell side and displaced up during the time when I don't trade. Displaced up, breaking the 1 minute, shifting market structure, right? Right here is when price went to acting funny on me. Sticking to your plan when price is acting funny. This BISI right here, you see this green line right there, 45, 31, 50. I wanted to get long right there at 41, 35, 50. Why did I want to get long there? Because like I said, we came down, right? Took out the sell side, did not go lower than the prior running up the sell side before 9:30, and we displaced up on the 1 minute. Heavy motion up like this right here. Left two BISIs there, right? This BISI right here is in the discount, right? That BISI right there, that BISI right there is in the discount and it's below midnight. It's one tick. The high of the BISI is one tick below midnight, right? if I'm going to buy, I'm going to buy in the discount, right? If buying in a discount gives me an opportunity to buy below midnight, parlay, trifecta, that's why I picked that price right there, right? Price came down, right, to this Bissy right there. Did not come back to the discounted move, came back to that Bissy right there, right? Then took off. I did not chase the price, right? I did not chase the price because this is the price that I wanted. And then once we got here, the reason why I have this Temanucci there, I got this Temanucci right here because once we displaced up and started to consolidate right there, I say, hey, let me see how far this can go, right? And this was going up above this high and filling in the rest of this Sibi right over there, right? Based off this Temanucci from here to that consolidation up, right? I'm like, okay, it's going to go at least up there, right? I said it's going to go at least up there. This pullback right here into this fair value gap, I didn't touch that. Why? Because we're in the premium. This right here is in the premium from where I want to buy. If I want to pay 45, 31, 50 for my entry, if I'm buying my shoes for 45, 31, 50, right? I'm not going to buy them up here at 45, 41, right? That's a premium. I'm buying in a premium because this is where I was trying to buy from. I'm buying in a premium. It costs too much right now, right? It costs too much. So that's why I didn't try to buy there. You know, I know you may be looking at that like, hey, that's a nice silver bullet right there. We came up, took out that buy side, pulled back into this fair value gap. Boom. Yes, it is a silver bullet. But guess what? I'm in the premium now, right? I still have this downside risk down here in this entire move right there, right? But that's why I didn't take that, right? And then so price didn't come back. This was during the time I trade. Price didn't come back to my price that I want to enter. So I had to sit there and watch it go. She keeps on passing me by. Had to watch it go. And then now look at this, right? Prices still, it came back down again here after, you know, the trading time that I would usually be out. It came back down again, but it stopped where? At this order block, right? Stopped at this 1 minute order block. And guess what? We still have this downside risk down here. Now, what do I attribute this funny act in the price? How price been acting funny? I'm going to say it's because of the divergence between the indexes, right? I know you may be looking at this like, Tim, that don't look like no divergence, but if you inspect a little closer, you'll see, right? Look at the high, this high, just coming from this high. Matter of fact, you go to this high, right? Matter of fact, let's do it. Let's come to this high here on the ES, right? It's been diverging for a while. Prices have been, we've been getting like divergence for a while now, right? Divergence, right? Let's come over here to this high right here, right? We're just gonna go from this high to right now. That's all we're gonna do right here. We're gonna go from this high to right now. Oh yeah, now. Right. Right. But look at the difference in the high price traded in between all of that. Come here. Right. Look at the difference of high price traded in between all that. Looking at the like the, if I just hold a line under here with the dial, look at the lows, All right. Matter of fact, let's do that so we can see it better. So y'all can see exactly what I'm looking at. So y'all can see exactly what I'm looking at. Yeah. But yeah, look at how price was reacting inside this range between all the indexes. Look at the difference in the highs and lows, right? As we was coming here, ES and the Dow coming from this same area right there. I mean, the ES and the NQ coming from the exact same low right there. Make sure I get the same low. Yes, make sure we got the same. It's a little divergent, so the lows ain't even the exact same. So it's even divergence in there. You can see, as you can see, right? They're not making the same lows like this. The low on the ES there, the low on the ES and the Dow is on that candle, but the low on the NQ is on this candle. Right, so it's even divergence within there, but you can see it's been like a lot of divergence. And look at the highs of the Dow. The Dow even touched that line. NQ there, right? The Dow is pretty much kind of, it's like a tighter consolidation. The NQ is like more up and down, like wider ranges, right? Having wider ranges, should I say? So it's been, price ain't been, they ain't really been playing together like that. Even here on the NQ, you see the NQ right here, in the ES has like a huge SIBI right here. With a Dow, it's like a little different. And even if you look at this area, right? Once we had this sell off right here, right? Look how weak the Dow was in comparison, right? NQ shot down here, took out the low, started coming back up, right? The Dow dropped a whole lot further here and then didn't take out that same low. The NQ stayed stronger there, then took out the low and started to move up. In the EQ and ES is the red-headed stepchild in the middle. So like price hasn't really been playing nice with each other. And then to top it all off, the dollar has been acting weird. The dollar was like consolidating for a long time. These 4-hour candles right here, right? For a long time, it was just kind of consolidating. And then today we shooting up, right? We're shooting up today on the dollar, right? They got all the consolidate, these 1-hour candles, all that consolidation, then shooting up, right? And then if you look at the 1 hour on the ES, right? They're trading the same today. Not exactly the same, but they're going up. The dollar going up and the index is going up. That's a cracking correlation, right? The dollar going up. The dollar has finally made it to that that daily volume imbalance I had marked out for a while. We finally made it up to that on the news, right? With the news candle, we finally made it up there. We're hanging up there, and the ES is going up with the dollar. Cracking correlation. Right, cracking. What's up, Trey? What's up? You on time, huh? So yeah, that's I attribute the funny acting price to, like, all of the divergence, right? And has there been trading opportunities? Yeah, there have been trading opportunities, and multiple times, as you saw, right? And for those that are in the Discord and in the YouTube memberships, y'all see that price was coming to the levels that I wanted. It was doing what I wanted it to do, but it was doing it at times when I don't trade. So it's like that can push you into some type of FOMO and force you into trying to take a trade. And if you force it, you might be lucky and you might win. And if you force it, you might not be lucky and it go against you. Like I was lucky on Tuesday where I set an order because the computer gonna do what you tell it to do. I set an order and I wasn't here. It came back to that spot that I wanted to short from, but it came back at a time that I usually don't trade. But since I wasn't here to cancel that order, and the order went in and it worked out for my favor. I know you may look and say, "Hey, Tim, that's a good thing." No, it's not a good thing because it happened at a time when I don't trade. The worst thing in the world that happens is if you break your rules and it works for you. You break a rule and it works for you. That's the worst thing in the world because you start to believe that it's okay to break your rules, right? I didn't deliberately break a rule, but I left the order there and it broke my rule because it entered the trade at a time that I don't trade. It was successful, but it still broke a rule, right? So now I'm definitely like right now, we're at Thursday, right? We're at Thursday. I got one more opportunity and tomorrow to see if the market offer me a trade. I'm definitely not giving back, but I'm profitable on the week right now. I only had an opportunity to take one trade over all, and it was across all of my accounts. I said it across all my eval accounts, my PA account, my personal account. It was across all my accounts. I set the same limit order across all of my accounts. And I'm definitely not giving anything back. I'm 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 profitable on the week, and it was on a humbug. So I'm definitely not. So all of this, everything that's been like, um, how price has been acting real funny. It's been real tempting for me to try to get in and get that trade because I haven't really been able to trade during my time that I trade all week. Everything has been happening outside of my trade window. And now that I'm sitting here talking about this, y'all know I speak extemporaneously, right? Extemporaneously. Now that I'm talking about it, it's a word in there, right? All this week, price has been doing exactly what I want to do outside of the time frames when I trade. So it's like price will always give another opportunity. Don't FOMO and break your rules to force something during your time because everybody can't shine at the same time. Right now, it's just not your time to shine. If price is not giving you executions in your time frame, it's just not your time to shine. It may be the London people time to shine. It may be the Asian people time to shine. Not speaking of like ethnicity, the traders, the time frame. It may be the New York PM people time to shine. It may not be your time. But if your analysis is playing out, accept the win in that. The win don't always have to be monetarily. If your analysis is playing out, accept the win in that. If your analysis is not playing out and you didn't do anything, accept the win in that. You know what I'm saying? Just like you saw, I shared, hey, look, this is what I want to do. Hey, look, price said, forget that. This what I'm doing. If now that the price has told me that, if price displays below this, I'm looking short. If it displays above this, I'm looking long. It had displaced above, so I was looking long. It did everything that I wanted it to do, but it didn't come to my price. I only want to buy in a discount. It didn't come to the discount. I had to watch it go. It did exactly what I wanted it to do, but it didn't come to my price. So I had to watch it go. Right? If your analysis is still working out, find the victory in that. Just because you don't get in a trade, just because you don't make money, doesn't mean you're losing. Not losing money is not losing money and being right is far better than losing money trying to prove that you're right. Yeah, I'm feeling better. My voice still feels funny. I think I might be out of the woods. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. Think I might be out of the woods. We're gonna see. All right. That's all I got, man. Do anybody got anything for me? It's only 2 people in the Discords that's still in the Discord. Do y'all got anything over there in the Discordia? Do y'all have anything in the Discordia? Do anybody on YouTube have anything? Do y'all have anything on YouTube? What's up, E-Rock? What's up, Trey? What's up, Rhonda? What's up, Karen? What's up, Deborah? What's up, Deb? What's up, Mags? Here to learn the show. What's up, Casey? What's up, Valdez? What's up, Hines? What's up? Do anybody got any? What's up, Taryn? Do anybody got anything for me before I get out of here? I just want to share this with y'all, man. It just like it popped into my mind to just do this video because Price just, I ain't gonna say Price was acting funny. I said it's acting funny, but I hate to say it's acting funny, but Price just it wasn't coming to my price during the time that I trade. So Price was acting funny. And that's why I just said, hey, let me do a video to talk to people, because last thing I want y'all to think is that like I'm always winning monetarily. I don't want y'all to think I'm always winning monetarily, right? My victories be like in other areas, like not losing money. That's a victory to me, you know. Being disciplined enough to not chase price when I know it's like I'm 100% sure where price going. You see, I had ran the Fibonacci and said, hey, price coming to at least here. It went there, but it didn't give me an entry. It ain't give me an entry. I know it might be somebody who might, if you got this far into this right here, you gang, so you probably won't say this, but it may be somebody who would hear something like this and be like, you a fool. If you knew it was going to go there, why you ain't just get in? That's gambling. If you don't have an entry and you just get in, that's gambling, right? Anyway, I guess all hearts and minds are clear. I don't see any questions or any comments in the chat. I'm going ahead and end this Discordia. I appreciate y'all. Ain't nobody on there but Blue. Blue probably not on there. He probably just got it on. So I'm gonna end that Discordia. For everybody on YouTube, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. If you made it this far and you stayed here the whole 54 minutes and 17 seconds with me, I really appreciate you. You are the MVP. A Fibonacci. I'll tell you about that later. Call me later. I'll tell you what the Fibonacci is. You might hear me say Fibonacci. You might hear me say Timonucci. I appreciate you, Deborah. I appreciate you. Now I'm finna go. I'm gonna take this thing off of this mic and I'm gonna spray it with some Lysol. I'm gonna take it off and spray it with some Lysol because I've been breathing all on it. Hey man, I'm about to get out of here. I'm gonna go fix me some lunch. I ain't eat no breakfast today. I was ripping and running this morning, so I ain't get a chance to eat no breakfast. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. If y'all at work, I appreciate y'all for Sneak the win, hanging out with me. Till the next time I feel like popping up on Al Gore's internet. Y'all be safe out here in these trading streets. I'm gone.